So in this video, I'm gonna discuss about how you can apply Brunei visa and get it. It's very easy. If you don't know where is the Brunei, it's in Southeast Asia. There is a one big island that called Borneo. Indonesians, they call it Kalimantan. In that island, there is three countries located. Indonesia, big part of the island is a part of Indonesia, and there is a Malaysia, which is, they call it East Malaysia or Borneo, and the Brunei. So Brunei is two part basically, because middle of the Brunei occupied by Malaysia, let's say taken by Malaysia. So when you apply Brunei visa, you need to go to the embassy because they don't have a visa option. And the Brunei is kind of country that you can travel, you cannot feel like you are in Asia, because it feels like totally different world. It feels like you are mid of the Europe, you are in somewhere in the United States. Like everything is clean and everything is very well structured and ready for tourists. So if you compare with the other Southeast Asian countries, the prices, supermarket prices, normal prices, it's a little bit higher. It's almost similar with the Singapore. And also their currency is, they use Brunei dollar, but when you go to Brunei, they call it ringgit. Like Malaysia, they call it ringgit. And also they speak like Malay. And they have local languages like Iban, etc., etc. So when you go to Brunei, just prepare some money and find some friends to show around, because Brunei is just the country that you can travel in 1 week and then it's all done, because it's very small. So when I go to Brunei, I apply my visa from Kuching, which is in Malaysia, Malaysian city. They had a consulate there. I just go to the embassy directly. I ask them what papers I need. They show me that I need a visa application form, and I paid 70 ringgit for single entry visa, but it is my mistake, very big mistake. So what I recommend you to apply for multi-entry visa if you plan to come from Kuching to Brunei and from Brunei to Sabah, which is Kota Kinabalu, let's say, if you want to go there. If you go with the single entry visa, you cannot go. You will stuck inside the Malaysia, in between Brunei. There's a Malaysian border. I will show you in the screen share. So you will stuck there. So that is why you need to apply multi-entry, so you can enter and exit from Brunei, then enter again Brunei, then exit from Brunei to go to Malaysia. So when you exit from Brunei by bus to the east, you will get at least 6-7 stamps. I think 6 stamps to exit from Brunei, go to Malaysia. I will show you all this one by one. So also we explained this in the blog post, all details in the blog post, and also the forms, original form, and everything is located in blog post. You can read from there. You will need a passport, original passport, copy of passport, 3x4 photo, 2-piece, if I'm not mistaken, they got from me. I brought their 4-piece. They told me 2 is enough. Even I think 1 was enough. And then there was an application form you need to fill out, and then the passport copy, the letter of from the applicant. That is like a kind of itinerary, basically. So that letter need to contain date of entry, purpose of visit, transportation. You can use entry as a bus, exit as a flight or bus as well. It's up to you. And then a letter from sponsors. So most of the time you can type your own, because if you are a freelancer or the traveler by yourself, if you're not working for special country, especially like different company or something else, you can type your. If you are married, you need to bring your marriage certification, birth certification, no need, but they ask, but no need. So they will not ask you, most probably. In the paper, in the list, it shows. I'm just reading from the list. So the air return ticket. So this is something that you should decide, because if you plan to leave the Brunei, if you have some specific date, just buy the airline ticket. If you don't plan, just buy it from the TiketVisa, which is like onward ticket that can cost you just $9. And you can freely travel inside the Brunei. So there is one more paper that you need to provide is a bank statement that you need to bring from your bank. the print and show to them. So application process was very smooth. They didn't ask too much question, just what is the purpose of visit. I just say, okay, I'm traveling in Southeast Asia, I want to visit almost all countries. So they say, okay, nice. And then what else? Yeah, the application time, I'm not sure about the embassy. I think it's same. So visa application time is from 9 a.m. until 11:30. Visa collection time is from 1 p.m. or 2 p.m. until 4 p.m. because they have like a break time. So in that time they are not available. So you go, you collect your visa. And yeah, that is all about the Brunei visa. Let me see what else. Yeah, about the fee. So I paid 70 ringgit. So because I applied in Malaysia, they asked me to pay with the ringgit. I can pay with the Brunei dollar as well. And the Brunei dollar, it was 20 Brunei dollar for single entry visa, which is with USD is a 16 USD. With the Malaysian ringgit, I paid 70 ringgit. If you apply for the multi-entry, if I'm not mistaken, multi-entry was like 100 ringgit or 80 ringgit. I don't remember exactly. But yeah, I read from the list that I created. It was 30 Brunei dollar, 24 USD. With the Malaysian ringgit, I am not sure about that. It is up to 3 months. But if you want more than 3 months to travel inside the Brunei, you need to apply and you need to pay 50 Brunei dollar or 40 USD for more than 3 months. But the one thing here, when I apply single entry visa, when I arrived from Kuching by autostop, I did hitchhike to come from Malaysia to Brunei. They asked me, like the immigration officer, he asked me, what is the purpose of your visit? I just said traveling. And how long you plan to stay? I say most probably like 10 days or 1 week. He just give me 1 week visa when I got my visa, but he stamped me that I can stay in Brunei 1 week. So after 1 week I need to leave. So I say, okay, fine, thank you so much, because I didn't plan to stay longer than 1 week. I just stay 5 days because I visit like 2 cities, which is the 2 biggest cities, and Kuala Belait, and then the Bandar Seri Begawan. Then after Bandar Seri Begawan, I realized that I cannot go to Kuching because I have single entry visa, and then I take a flight from Brunei to Singapore. So I'm gonna show how my Brunei visa look like. This is basically not a paper, it's just a stamp, and then they type some extra stuff, date of entry, exit, etc inside the Brunei visa. So here is how you can apply Brunei visa. You can basically go to this website, Brunei official website, and check about this, the visa application and visa rules, etc. You can Google it, Brunei visa. But I write down my personal experience about the Brunei visa and how you can apply. It's basically the full guide that you can use to apply Brunei visa. So basically this is the paper that I got from consulate in Kuching, because their embassy is in Kuala Lumpur, so I apply from Kuching, Malaysia. So this is the required papers that you need to bring. Application form, you can prepare application form in advance. We already shared this application form here, you can see, or you can basically go to the embassy and they will give you the form. You can fill out there and then you can give it to them. And then one passport size photo, which is 3x4 size photo, and then the front of the passport copy, passport original, and then date of entry, purpose of entry. So you need to create some letter. We also created some letter example. You can read from here, you can check from here. All these details are located here. So this is my basically entry. The letter, you can see I put here, hello John Doe, blah 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 blah. And then the itinerary, my itinerary, where I will go, what I will do, etc. So this is the itinerary day by day I created for the Brunei, because I plan to stay there. Before I apply, I plan to stay like I think 10 days or something like this, 14 days. So but when I go there, I said no, like 7 days is enough. So yeah, let's go back here, and then here you will see that you need to bring the after you fill out the form, if you fill out in advance the application form, this form, you need to print it and bring to them, and you need to stick your photo, or you can give it to them, they will stick by themselves the photo that you bring for them to them. And then the recent photograph, blah blah blah, then passport copies, then they must include the planned date of entry, etc etc. If you don't have a plan to book a hotel, because maybe you have a friend in Brunei, you will stay with them, so what you can do, you can basically book a hotel from the hotel TiketVisa.com, and it will give you some hotel, and then you can show this to the embassy, this reservation number, booking ID, etc etc. Then if you are married, you need to bring marriage certificate and birth certification. No need, they will not ask basically. And travel documents, again, they will ask you to show them a return ticket. So if you don't plan to leave the Brunei with the airplane, you can basically book from the TiketVisa.com. And you can go anywhere else from Brunei with the bus, so it's not a big deal. Latest bank statement, and then our statement of the credit card. I don't recommend to give them a copy of credit card because it's your personal information, but the bank statement you can definitely give them. So this is basically the paper. When I pay 70 ringgit, they give it to me. You can see consulate of Brunei Darussalam, located in Kuching, Sarawak in Malaysia. So when I apply visa, I pay them with the cash 70 ringgit, and they give me this paper. They told me that I need to bring this paper to get my passport back, because this kind of receipt. So I show them this paper. After 3 days they give me visa. After 3 days I go back, and then I show this paper, and then they give me visa. They give back my passport basically. So this is the visa fees for single entry, multi-entry, and multi-entry for longer than 3 months. And then a e-arrival card you need to fill out. This is very easy. You can basically go to this website before you enter the Brunei. Sometimes they check, sometimes they don't check. You can click register now, or you can click login. I already have account, so I will log in. I will show you, but you can register basically to basically, how to say, to get your the arrival card. So let's go document preparation. These steps are already ready. So let me show you the Brunei map, so you can know like why you need a visa, multi-entry visa. So I'm gonna go to Brunei map. So you can see Brunei is 2 pieces of land. So when you come from, what I did, I took my trip from Kuching. So I will show you the Kuching, Sarawak, Kuching. From here I start from this city, okay, I go to Cebu, and then I go to Bintulu, and then I go to Miri, these big cities. Then I took a hitchhike to come to Brunei. I come to Kuala Belait, and then from here I took another bus, local bus, and I come to the Bandar Seri Begawan. So I check the bus tickets, that buses, I check the roads that shows, okay, there is a road from Bandar to, you can take this bridge and come to this Sultan Haji Omar Ali Saifuddin bridge to come to other side of the Brunei, and then from here you can go to Malaysia. But there's a big issue. For bus drivers to make more money, what they do, they take a bus, okay, you start a bus trip from here, Bandar Seri Begawan, then these bus drivers drive all the way south, come to here, then they enter to the Malaysia. You can see this is land of Malaysia, okay, this is not Brunei, this middle side. So one stamp, you get stamped if you come with the single entry visa, you get stamped here, that proof that you left Brunei, okay, this section. And then from here you go to another Malaysian city, then come to another Malaysian city, then you need to enter back to the Brunei to go back to the east part of the Malaysia, okay. So basically when you come here, they don't allow you to enter country. Why? Because you don't have multi-entry visa, you have single entry. So that is why if you plan to come from Bandar Seri Begawan to, let's say, Kinabalu city, Kota Kinabalu, or anywhere in the east of the Malaysia, basically there is only one road that cross through Malaysia, so you need a multi-entry visa to cross this. That is why I took a flight from Brunei to Singapore, because I didn't have multi-entry visa. So I just finished my travel in Brunei in Bandar Seri Begawan. Actually, there's nothing big here to see, because there's a couple of small cities and very big forest reserve if you want to visit. Yeah, for that purposes you can basically take a multi-entry visa and go. So basically, if you see this bridge and if you feel like this is the bridge and I can go without issue, but this is not the issue. If you go with the taxi, yeah, you can take this way, but if taxi will be very, very crazy expensive, because there is no Grab, no Maxim taxi, or no Uber in Brunei. Only local taxi that you can use. I don't remember the taxi app name, but it is very rare to find taxi with that app, because Brunei have not much population. It is just a 500,000 population Brunei have, and everyone have a car, so it's very hard to find a taxi, or even motorbike you cannot find, only taxi you can find, and it's very hard to find. So yeah, basically, yeah, this is the method that you need to this is the route that you need to follow if you want to go from Brunei to Kinabalu, the east part of the Malaysia. So yeah, that is all about the Brunei visa again. And let's go to this section again. I show you can download this form, application form, before, if you want to fill out earlier than in advance. When you go to embassy, you can see I applied the visa 7 November. 7 November, I think 7 November I applied visa, yeah. And then this is the letter of application. You can download and you can edit as a Google Docs, or you can convert this PDF to the Google Docs. You can use this PDF to Docs. So you can convert using again small PDF to convert this PDF file to the Google Doc, and then you can edit that file based on your travel, and then you can use this font, change everything here, and then yeah, you are good to go. You can apply Brunei visa in anywhere that you have Brunei embassy or consulate. Yeah, this is all about Brunei. Again, I explained like how Brunei look like. You can check on the internet as well, but I highly recommend, if you want peaceful life, like full of chill, Brunei is definitely a country that you can decide to live there, or you can decide to visit to see first, and then yeah, the later on is your decision. Yeah, it's a Southeast Asian country, humidity, hot, and but it's very beautiful people and very beautiful country. Yeah, have a nice day. Thank you for watching this video.